What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Caught y'all there early tonight, boy. It's early for me, man, on my live. Yeah. Just when you thought I was falling off, just when you thought I was slipping, y'all tripping. Friday night live, man, open topic. Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please turn on your notifications. And last but not least, hit that like button on your way in, man. That thumbs up, hit it on the way in. Glad to be here with y'all before 11 p.m. my time. Amazing. But we here, man. We'll get an open topic in with y'all. And that means, the rules for the new people. Anything y'all want to talk about, any questions y'all want to ask me, feel free. If I know the answer, I'll answer it. If I think I know the answer, I'll try to answer it. If I don't, then I just won't. But everything in this room is to be done with respect and maturity. Everybody that comes in here is going to be grown, a grown man or a woman, so we ain't going to do no silly, childish stuff. We're going to try to build and uplift and make each other better. We want to come away smarter than when we started. All right? So that's what it's going to be. All new people, thank you for coming in, subscribe to the channel, and we'll get a few little announcements out the way before we get popping, and I'll roll right into it. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta see something real quick. Hold on, let me see something real quick, y'all. Let me see. I gotta see something real quick, y'all. I gotta see something real quick. Okay. The comic book, the new comic book, The Annihilation of the Evil Machine comic book is available now for pre-order. Hold on. It's available now for pre-order. And y'all can go to, hold on, man, my bad. If you want to order the new comic book, The Annihilation of the Evil Machine comic book, I just put the website down. Now, let me break something down to y'all. All the people who purchased the first comic book, the Galactic Quest comic book, y'all kind of already know the routine. You can purchase the comic book separately, and other items that come in the box, you can purchase them separately. But we also have the whole box where everything is included in the box. This is what I want to show y'all. This is what you're going to be getting if you get the box. This is the Annihilation of the Evil Machine. This is the whole box that has everything in it. The comic book, coloring book, keychain, poster. If I ain't mistaken, the shirt. I can't remember everything that's in it, but this is the box that it comes in. All right. All my OGs from the last time, y'all remember, But this is what we get. You see that? Hold on. Let me shed some light on the situation. See? Annihilation of the Evil Machine. This is what's going down. This is what it's gonna be. When y'all purchase the book. See? Hold on, wait a minute. So, however you want to support, whether you want to get the whole box or whether you want to get, all lost my bearings. But however you want to get down, this is how we getting down, man. Y'all go to that website I just put, martial arts productions dot space, and y'all get your order in, man. Straight up. Y'all hear this stuff rattling around inside of here because just like with the first one, we got keychain. Hold on. That glare, I'm trying to beat that glare. You know, it's going down, man. So that's number one. We're not doing a lot of them. Like I told y'all, you know, it's just a limited edition. We're not doing a whole lot of them. So get it in. All right. Secondly, a lot of people been asking about the album. Album is coming. It's in the works. The album will drop before this year is over with. It will drop. The name of the album is called The Industry. And that's how we spelling it because it's symbolic. It means something. Pretty sure y'all can put it together. So be getting ready for the album to drop. If you want to be on the contact list for the album, when that becomes available for pre-orders, that's my email address. Send me an email and just say, hey, man, I want to be on the contact list. And when it's time, we will hit you up. Something else, and I think I'm forgetting about. But yeah, but that's where we at, man. So go order the comic book. I think the Annihilation comic book is going to be doper than the first one. Just from what I've seen the whole layout, man. Shout out to Dollar Bill. Can never remember the brother's name who does the drawing, who does all that great animation. But yeah. So y'all go purchase y'all order. Y'all can go pre-order that right now. All right, I'll mention it again before the live stream is over with. Okay, now let's get it on, man. Open topic tonight. Shout out to Grady Baby for being the first one in the building. Brother Chris says, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. OKC in Houston. You say OKC Thunder City in Houston till Sunday. Oh, you down here? You in Houston? Let me know where you at. Let me know where you at. I'm going to try to pull up on you. This is open topic, y'all. All right. Username says Palestine needs a song. Palestine. I don't know if pronounce always. The argument is a Palestine or Palestine needs a song. Yeah, Palestine need more than a song, brother. They need some blessings, man, because they're getting done bad. All right. Open topic, man. And the thing about open topic, y'all already know, man, the better y'all come, the better I'll be. So is that Midi, I can't say that name, Midican Boss. Appreciate the support. Codeine said already pre-order. Yeah. Already. That's love, man. Mitty says, love you, K. Don't know if you remember me, but you shouted me out in the video when I pointed out 215. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Spiky says, how many of us are flabbergasted at the fact K-Rino doesn't use marijuana or magic mushrooms. That's salutable itself. Being on top of that, he intermittently fasts. Man, look, on the cool, don't give me no credit for that. You know, I feel like that's how I'm supposed to be moving. But if one man doesn't have one vice, he probably has another one. So, but blessed to you, Spiker. You already know, man. I already know it ain't nothing but love. Okay. The real DJ Alyssa says, I sent you an email today. I made the longest extended remix in hip hop history. Nas has made you look. It's got 40 verses on it. What verses like you got people to rap on it, or you just put some verses of pre-existing verses on it? Yeah, that's a long song right there. How long is it? 40 verses. Yeah, that's pretty long. Yeah. Okay. Battlefield says y'all make sure y'all say a prayer for my big brother Young Bleed. Ah, absolutely, man. We're gonna get him home soon. We love you, Bleed. We love you, Bleed. I'm uh I'm really happy to know Young Bleed. Just a good brother, great brother. And we praying for you, brother, from for your healing. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's nothing better than being around a person or meeting a person or knowing a person that just a good-hearted person that despite their own success, despite their own greatness, they never let it go to their head. They just genuine down to earth um, people. And that's how Young Bleed is, man. Young Bleed is just a down to earth brother. He carries himself just as one of the crew. Never acted Hollywood, at least not with me, you know. So I was proud when I saw him on the versus battle last weekend. I was so proud, man, because Bleed is one of us. I look at Bleed like, yeah, that's one of us. And I was happy that he got his shine to get up there and perform um, a big hit like that, man. So, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing him back on the stage doing his thing. Keep fighting, Bleed. Yeah, yeah. Port says generic topic, but do you have any thoughts about artificial intelligence? I personally think that the people prophesizing an end of the world have watched too many damn movies and don't know it. I just made a video about AI yesterday. There are pros and cons to AI, just like it's pros and cons to everything. It's about how it's used, and how a thing is used is based around who's using it. There are people who can take something and make it uh, and use it for the wrong purposes, and there are people that can take things and use it for the right purposes. There are people. I'm sure that there has to be a good purpose, a good use for cyanide. I'm sure that cyanide has a function that can be used for good. See, but it can also be used in a negative way. So the same can be said with AI, but my angle, I always point to the cons in terms of how I believe that the powers who are in control are going to eventually use AI. And like I said in the video, they're putting out a lot of these videos now testing the water, in my opinion, and gauging how many people are able to distinguish the difference between what's real and what's AI in terms of visuals. So you can look at a video, and like I said in my video, you'll see something in the video, and just reading the comments, it will tell you how many people believe this to be a real situation compared to how many people know that it's AI off the rip. And so a lot of these recent videos I'm watching, like I said, if it's 100 comments, 85 people are believing that it's real, which means that they're doing a successful job in passing over the AI as being looking like reality. And what I'm saying is by doing that, when it gets to the point where it's undistinguishable, then what'll happen is they can create any type of scenario they would like. If it's somebody that they don't like, they can set you up. They can have you doing all kind of stuff. They can just create a visual of you doing all manner of things, and it's gonna be believable. So I said the gap is closing, because at some points, okay, well now you can really tell. And in some cases you can. Your eye got to be keen, or you got to be somebody who actually works with AI to where you can actually tell. But they're gonna get this thing to where, man, the naked eye ain't gonna be able to detect. And that's just my view on it. Got to be very careful. All these things are presented in the beginning as a way to be beneficial, and it can be beneficial. But again, it ain't what it is who using it. Yeah. Oh, this is James Hoffman. Okay, what's up, James? Gotcha. Umberto, I see you. Joshua, I see you. L100 says, yo, how is Max? Max passed away, man. Max died a couple of years ago. That's why we got Spencer. Appreciate you asking about old Max. Yeah. Okay, you gonna be back at the Loud Fest, brother Chris? Okay. And helping them feed the homeless on Sunday, man. Beautiful. All good. I have something that I'm trying to put together um, for the community, for a lot of the people who I haven't checked, I haven't updated, I haven't did an update to see what the status is, but um, of course, it was said earlier in the month that a lot of people who own food stamps weren't going to receive their benefits in November. And I came up with an idea to try to help a few people out. If any of y'all are interested in contributing to that idea, once again, hit my email. But you got to be serious, because when it comes to this community stuff, man, I don't play around, bro. So, we're gonna need some help in terms of some monetary donations, and we'll have ways to let y'all know exactly where your money went. It ain't none of it going in my pocket. Ain't none of it benefiting of being spent by me for my own benefit. So if somebody wants to help out with what we're doing, you send me an email. I'll tell you what we're doing, and we're glad to have you. So we're gonna do it with or without you, but if you want to be a part of it, please do. I don't know if they have figured out a way to get people's benefits to them next month, but in the event that they didn't, and even if they did, we want to still go through with this. Shout out to ARC, Artist Respected Community. We ain't going nowhere. We still doing our thing. Shout out to Loud Fest for getting out and with the initiative to get out and feed the homeless. So I'll lay eyes on you one day this weekend, brother Chris. I'll make sure. Send me the address. I got some people that's performing there too, so some of my people will be there, so I may come out anyway. Yeah. Charles Schuler says, "Will we see another track with Poison?" I haven't talked to Poison in a long, long time, long, long time. So I don't know what she's doing now, but shout out to Poison for sure. Yeah. Porch says, "Any Cambada stuff gonna be in the works?" I did a couple of songs with Cambada and the homie Marco Polo, man. They had a few more for me. I gotta get to. I'm so behind on my writing, but yeah, we got some stuff finally. Yeah, I ain't gonna give it all away. Miss Lady Sample is in the building. Yeah, yeah. Alchemistical X. Would you do a song with an AI artist for $1 million? Heck yeah, of course, without a doubt. D Program, thank you for the love. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat and the support, man. Much love to you, D Program. Salute to you. Said, "Peace, K-Rino. Do you believe people outside of the children of Israel can connect with God and develop a real connection? I want to, but heard I can't." Well, let me tell you what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, and I'm paraphrasing. Um, Anybody, if they commit themselves to it, can be of God, can give themselves to God. And it's just all about it. It has nothing to do with a skin color, it has nothing to do with a nationality. It has to do with your commitment to God, your commitment to the Creator. If you um, submit your will to do God's will, then you will be in God's favor. God is a righteous, just God. He's a fair God. So he's not gonna condemn individuals who are striving and working to do his will. He's not gonna do that. So yeah, if we can look and say, okay, well, we are the real children of Israel, the chosen people of God, the first people on the planet. All this is facts, but that alone don't save black people. It's it's your righteousness. God judges on the basis of our righteousness. And so yeah, if you put the work in, bro, then absolutely. Absolutely. Some artists are selling out real artists with AI artists. Look, this is my view. I'm gonna be me. I'm being me. I'm representing as me, regardless of what I'm on. So if if some just say if somebody creates an AI song, the artist is an AI artist, so they actually don't exist. They just created this, and then they hit me up and say, "Man, I want you to drop a verse on it." I view that as the feature, just like if somebody else came to me wanting the feature. It's the same scenario. I'm gonna still be me. I'm not artificial. So yeah, it's work to me. And whatever my subject matter is, it's still gonna be reflective of me. So they not going nobody can pull me out of character. They go, "Hey man, let's rap about snorting cocaine," and nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll take it as a feature. Let's go, let's work. Have your money right. Yeah. go back, y'all. Is that JL Bell could be a blight on humanity? What could be a blight on humanity? Yep. Codeine says, and the AI video on Underground Dialogue. We did that like a long time ago. That's why, Dean, you already know. I tell them all the time, subscribe to our podcast, the Underground Dialogue Podcast, right here on YouTube. For those who don't know that we even have a podcast, Underground Dialogue. We did a whole AI episode. Matter of fact, two, because we had Mr. Cap on. We interviewed Mr. Cap, and he enlightened us a lot on AI. So we actually have two episodes where we cover AI. But you gotta subscribe to the channel. Yep. Open topic, y'all. Y'all click the like button as y'all come in, subscribe to the channel. Grandmaster Rodimer says, I feel for Jamaica. Yeah, we praying for Jamaica. Alyssa says, I would like to see you do a track with Khan. I'm not familiar. Yeah. It's all love though. DB 8043. Yeah. Christopher X says, are you familiar with voice to brain technology? And will do my best to support your event too. Voice to brain technology. Now you have to elaborate. You would have to elaborate more on that. I can take a guess on what I think it is, but I'm not going to do that. Alchemistical, would you do a song with an artist who eats pork? I'm certain I do songs with artists who eat pork all the time. People who don't eat pork are the minority, especially in America. So yeah, I'm certain I've done hundreds and hundreds of songs with people who eat pork. Yep. Mitty says, what if everything we can learn about God is not true and they hid the truth? Only they knew it. Well, that's true to a degree. The true reality of God was hidden on different levels. You know, it was hidden. So yeah, once the people who control this world currently, when they got a grip on the world and the control of the information, and they wanted to make themselves to be God, they hid from us who God really is. So yeah, that ain't even a what if. Now I wouldn't say everything that we can learn is not true, but there are some things that have been taught to us as it relates to who God is, who his identity, who his people are. Yeah, that was absolutely hidden and hidden for a purpose. You can't rule a people if they look up and see that God looks like them, and you lying and saying it looks like you. He said, if you were the devil, he said, if I was the devil, I would try to trick everyone to believe that. without going through God's Son, you can't get to heaven. Well, you also got to understand the meaning, the meaning of that, in terms of going through God's Son, or when people would say, going through Jesus, I am the door. No one gets to the Father except through me. Um, he's speaking about living his life, following his example. See, you walk. That door represents you entering into a discipline to follow his example, and then following his example, you'll get to the Father. But yeah, the devil did and is and will be trying to trick everyone to believe uh, other things that will keep you away from going through the Son to get to the Father, all the way up to uh, making us to feel that we're not sons and daughters of God, because we are. I see you, Demetrius. Wassini Choice says, "How are you? I can't join because the sun is still up here in New Zealand. Uh, I can't do what I want. Sabbath ends at sundown 2 hours from now." Okay, man, brother. Man, work it how you can work it. Come when you can. Why not? I see you. Did I ever meet Big L? No, I never met Big L before. Spikey says giving yourself to God doesn't always look good, but I promise it works out. Just keep going. Never lose faith. The world and its people will test you, but no one knows your journey. Stay focused. Yeah, I mean, the the greatest things for us to accomplish sometimes require the biggest sacrifice and discipline. No bigger sacrifice and no bigger discipline in existence than that which commits us to giving ourselves to God. So no, it won't be easy, not always comfortable, but we think we're comfortable in this twisted up world when we're really not. It's an illusion. Marty Marr, what's going on, man? See my brother Marty Marr is in the building, man. For those who are just coming in, man, this is an open topic. We're promoting the new comic book. This is the box. This is the box that if you get the whole box that comes with this box, limited edition collector's item, you got the comic book, coloring book, poster, keychain. You got all kind of items that come with the box, including the box itself. Um, y'all see it. I ain't cutting that light on no more, so y'all don't have to just see it how you see it. But this it's available now. The comic book is available for pre-order right now. Hold on, my bad. That's the website you go pre-order the comic book right now. You don't have to get the whole box. You can order individual parts that are available. You'll see them on the website. But for those, we've been talking about this Annihilation of the Evil Machine comic book for the longest, man. And it's finally here. It's finally here. So this is what you need. Go support the movement. I talk about physical copies and all the time. This is representative of this physical copy. This is it. Annihilation of the evil machine. Go support. Yeah, yeah. The program says when working with certain artists that delve into the dark arts, is it ever difficult for you to work with them when their subject matter are things that may be on right? I mean, I don't. I'm selective with the type of subjects that I rap about on features. Like, if somebody wants me on a song, but they talking to, just say they on that worshiping Satan on the song, and they ask me to get on, I'm like, man, I can't be on that song. I'm not gonna be on that song. So the topic has to line up to some degree with my mind. You can't be far fetched on some wild, crazy stuff that's not reflective of what I want to project to an audience. So yeah, I'm selective in that. But at this point, at this stage of the game with me, most people already know anybody who, if somebody reaches out to me or inquires about getting me on their project, there's usually already a familiarity that they have with me, so they already know what type of stuff I'm not gonna get down on. Okay. At DB8043 said, Big Bro, can you take us through the experience of working with Zero on The Game Goes On? It's funny. It's a video circulating. Uh, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a video circulating with footage from when we were actually writing the song. Somebody put it up. If you go on Facebook and join the K-Rino 24/7 group on Facebook, you probably have to scroll down to find it because it was a while back, a few days ago. But somebody posted that footage where when we was in the studio writing it, I had a hairline and everything, boy. Because that song came out 25 years ago. It's like the 25-year anniversary of The Game Goes On. So you could actually see that. But to verbalize it in brief, yeah, it was cool because it goes back to the days where artists were actually in the studio together. See? And the beautiful thing about it is that me and Ro, we've always worked like that. We've always worked like that. That's it's always been any song that you ever heard me and Zero on, we was in the studio at the same time when we wrote it and recorded it. I can't think of no song we did where it was uh emailed verse. And that's not to say we would never do that because we absolutely would if the situation, but every song we've ever done, we was there together. But Game Goes On was documented. Somebody was ahead of their time back then, man, and they documented the footage so you could see us both. We got our pen and pad and we getting it in, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Spikey says, I feel like the world is punishing me for loving magic mushrooms and drinking my own urine. But everyone who's trying to convince me that I'm crazy sounds crazy to me. Well, I'm not going to call you crazy. I don't think that that's appropriate. But we can agree to disagree that, that's not a methodology for whatever reasoning you may have, because I'm familiar with what's referred to as urine therapy where people, they drink their own pee, they may soak their feet in it. You know, I'm familiar with um, what some people have said are the healing properties in urine. I don't know. I just know that that's a methodology that's not for me. Um, Mushrooms are something that's just not for me. That's not something I'm ever gonna do. But you know, with anything you do, you got to be careful with it and make sure, you know, you do your own studying and research. Don't go by what somebody else said and it sounded good in their presentation, but it's not for me. I've known people who got down like that. I know people who have or drink their own pee and all that. That ain't my thing. Not my thing, my brother. Lulu. Is that Lula? Lula 2388. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the love and blessings. Nothing but greatness to you, my friend. After Kai 48. Peace, God. Peace back to you, my brother. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that so much, man. Thank y'all so much. Okay, cool. I got it. I got it, brother Chris. I'm gonna do my best to swing through. Lula 2388. Love you too. I appreciate that. Brandon, what's good, my brother? Man. DB says your music is like a visual audio book that makes your imagination run wild. Your craft is top tier. I seen that video. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Much love. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Alchemistical says, any stories about immortal technique? Yeah, one comes out. I've told this story a few times, but the one that stands out to me, when Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, y'all catch them H's. When Hurricane Harvey hit Houston, in 2017, Immortal Technique reached out to me and was like, "Man, we need to do something. We need to do something to help raise some money for the people." Because at that time, you had all these different charity organizations that were raising a lot of money, and it seems like the money was only going to a certain sector of people. And so a lot of the community people got together and was just doing things themselves, gathering food, water, supplies, money, whatever it was. So Immortal Technique put together just a quick concert, man. He put together a concert almost on the spot, and in San Antonio. And he asked me to come perform. He had Brother Ali. He had Chino XL. Rest in power to Chino. Um, uh, uh, Atmosphere. You know, just had some dope artists, not to mention himself, headlining it. And he donated all of the proceeds to the hurricane victims. And when we did the show, he came back to Houston, I think on a Monday. We may have done the show like on a Saturday or something. He came down to Houston on a Monday and he went to like four or five different organizations in Houston, like boots on the ground organization, not the Red Cross, not places like that. He went to like from the mud down to the bone organizations that he knew the money was gonna get straight to where it needed to get to, and he divvied that money up. He gave money to each of those organizations. So that told me the type of brother that he is when I saw that, you know, because I'm not saying nobody else did any benefit concerts, but I don't remember nobody else doing one, you know. Yep, yep. Martial arts sounds like a superhero. He is a superhero on the beats. Super producer. Yep, yep. All right. Alchemistical. Do you think it's going to be the end of America as we know it if Trump has a third term? We got to see if it's going to be the end of America as we know it during his second term. Mr. Farrakhan said that Donald Trump was going to send America to hell on a rocket ship. He said that either early in or before his first term, but we didn't know that he would end up getting a second term. But the wheels are in motion. The fall of America is in motion. So if it's him at the wheel or if it's somebody else, America's falling. And if things don't, if the ship don't get righted, it's gonna sink. It's already sinking. America's sinking. Just look around, just see every facet of America is collapsing, is falling. So we got to get our stuff together. Destroying Fear 777. Are you familiar with Malachi Z. York? Yes, I'm familiar with Malachi Z. York. I've had friends back in the days that were strong followers of Malachi York. Um, I personally was not, but I'm pretty familiar. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alyssa says, I have a legit question. How come you almost never do third verses at live performances? Because when you're doing a show and you got different songs that you're doing, if you're trying to squeeze as many songs into a time frame as you can, sometimes you don't want to do the whole song. So you may just do two verses of this one, two verses of that one verse of this one. Every now and then you'll get three verses of a particular one, but it's more so to get more in a short period of time. Even if I'm doing a long set, sometimes I'd rather just give you a couple. Bro, I think that's enough. Um, if I was watching the artist, uh, I guess if it's a hit song that everybody knows, and yeah, you sing the whole song. But if it's just a song, two verses, two hooks of it is enough. One may be short, but yeah, but it's just mainly to squeeze in as much as I can in a short time. Yeah. Massini Choice says, we are flesh mortal, but Almighty God can turn us into spirit in the twinkling of an eye at the end, and spirit is immortal. All right, K-Rino, big bro, I'm out. ET, what's going on? Mythical 444, how often do you mess up on a verse and have to start over? You mean in studio? If you asking in studio, quite often, you know, the type of raps I write, you're not gonna always execute that uh, in one take. And sometimes, even if I could execute it in one take, I'll break it up in order to keep the energy up and the articulation up, the pronunciation up. So I want it to be sharp. And when y'all hear it, I want it to be sharp. But yeah, I mess up all the time in studio because that to me that's what studio is for. And even times where I don't mess up, I might listen back to it and go, "Nah, I want to do that again." Because you just hear it a certain way in your head and you want it to be right. But yeah, I mess up a lot when I'm in studio. Yeah. And I tell artists that all the time because sometimes artists come in with this mindset that they just got to be perfect. I'm like, dude, this is what the studio is for. This is a recording. This is a recording. Your goal is to focus on the result. You ain't in there trying to impress nobody. Typically, it's nobody in there but you, the engineer, and maybe a couple other. If you brought some of your homies or somebody that might be in there, but so I ain't in there trying to impress nobody like that. I'm trying to make sure that when I finish it and I listen back to it, it's satisfactory in my ears to where I believe it's gonna be satisfactory to y'all ears. And I told you, when I write, I got y'all in mind. When I record, I got y'all in mind. Yeah. Tez Dope says we need to boycott some internet apps. Which ones? Need to boycott these streaming companies. Yeah. Who's a rap artist that you enjoy listening to? Let me see, DB. There's a bunch, but a lot of them just from old school. A lot of them I've been listening to all my life. I've been listening to Run DMC lately. Um, it's a lot, man. Old school artists, man. Uh, Tila Rock, KRS-One. I've been listening to MC Shan lately. I watched the No Limit Cash Money versus. I watched that. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. Black Currency is in the building. Alchemistical, what was your time in Australia like? Oh, it was great. I loved it. Didn't love the trip out there. It took a long time to get there. But once I was there, it was great. Yeah. Username said third verse is almost always the best. Yeah, when I do my songs, depending on what type of song, if it's lyrical, I try to make the third verse the dopest verse. You want to finish strong. You don't want to drop off. So yeah, you try to make that last verse hard because some people fizzle out after a while. Man, that first verse was hard and it just went downhill. You know, yeah. Codeine, I appreciate the love, my brother. Codeine said thoughts on Jay-Z saying no one can share a stage with him on a versus stage. Is this arrogance or a cry to be challenged by a wizard? I can't challenge him. See, versus is set up for people with well-known hit records, worldwide known hit records. I don't have that. That's not my world. I'm not a guy who just got songs that everybody knows and you can just match me up against another guy with songs. That's not me. But there are artists that I feel and now I will say this. I saw that, but I wasn't sure if he actually say that, because sometimes, man, people create these memes, and that's why I was saying, like, with AI, even with a meme, that's not AI, but people will create that and they'll stick Jay-Z's picture up there and they'll put it on the internet, and now everybody is going crazy, and the man might not even said that. Now, I'm not saying that he didn't say it. Maybe he did, because I've seen a few artists say that. I've seen a few artists say that I've seen them say that can't nobody do a verses against them. So um, now, whether he said it or not, to your point, um, as an artist, rappers have confidence. Rappers have strong belief in themselves. So you can't knock him if that's how he feels, because he does have a catalog that can run deep. That catalog can run deep. But on the same token, the statement itself, I don't agree with it, because I can think of artists that I could put up to match up against him in the verses that I believe would do very well, and would do very well against his catalog, which is his catalog is amazing. But I don't know if he really said that. I don't know if he really said it, because my deal is, it like, okay, sometimes a person will get penalized for answering a question, and they would just ask the question. So if somebody asked him, "Hey man, who would you like to do a versus against?" Like, if just say they was interviewing him, and then he says what he said. If that's what he said, then people would get mad if they're not Jay-Z fans, or they feel like it's another artist that can compete against him, when all he did was answer a question. But I could think of a few people that could match. Destined to Rise TV. Can we get a deprogramming part two? Maybe not under that title. I'm always making songs that are kind of in that lane, but you never know. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not a part two guy like that. I did the Sorcerer Saga, and that just took on a life of itself. I didn't even expect for that to go as far as it went, but the door was open. The tools were there to take that far. Every song is not like that. Every song doesn't qualify as far as being the tools being there to take it that far. So who knows? I don't know. Ventriloquist says, "Yeah, you was talking about that part of recording in your book." Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Look, man, I'm a shoot straight. I ain't gonna never be up. I'm not gonna never be no rapper that's try to act like I'm just so intellectually alien. I never mess up. I never get in the booth. I never make a mistake. Can't speak for nobody else. I don't know I don't know your process. If I've never been in the booth with you, I can't say what you do or don't do. But I can speak from just the general principles of how rappers record and the types of songs that rappers make, and I have an understanding of how there's no way in the world you getting in that booth and not making a mistake and having to start over and hold on, I can do that again. You bite your tongue, or you start coughing while your words get jumbled up, or you forget with this or that, or you misread the word, or how it happens. I don't even care if you basic, because I'm talking about complex styles and stuff. Okay, it's gonna happen. But I don't care if you just an ABC 1 2 3 cat in a hat rapper. It's just human nature. You're gonna mess up. If you don't, then hey man, more power to you. Yeah. Jesse P, what's up, my brother? Denver, Colorado, in the building, man. Always good to see my brother Jesse Parrish in the building, man. One of the realest to ever do it. Yep, yep. Alchemistical thoughts on streaming platforms not paying artists real reparations. Look, I got a billion, capillion, castillion videos about that. I talk about it all over the podcast all the time. So y'all got to go to Underground Dialogue Podcast. We have an episode called The Stream Scheme. I just put it down there. Go watch that episode. Y'all know my feelings on the stream game. Click the like button as y'all come in, man. If y'all just coming in, subscribe to the channel. Click that like button. Subscribe to the Underground Dialogue Podcast. And order your new Annihilation of the Evil Machine comic book. You can get the full box that comes with the comic book, the coloring book, the poster, keychains, all types of accessories with this beautiful box, this beautiful Annihilation of the Evil Machine box. We need y'all to go pre-order that right now. Yeah. That's the website. Go pre-order the comic book right now. Let's get it popping, man. Mythical says, I think it would be dope if you did a song about AI and how it will eventually. I ain't gonna give it away, but there is a song out there that's coming where I did exactly that. So it's not on my album, no, but I ain't gonna give it away. But it was mentioned today in the stream. So yeah. All right. Jesse P says, "What's your thought on the comment, the 3-Eye Atlas?" I don't read too much into it. A lot of people are afraid it's going to hit the earth. I don't believe that. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to bust a grape. But yeah, it's something that's a good talking point for people to talk about. I know the astronomers are really big on that, and I'm one of them. I'm a big fan of space and astronomy and the universe and all of that. But I don't believe that we are under any threat from that comment. Yeah, yeah. Clarissa says, Dean, you're trying to get K sacrificed by the Illuminati. Shh. They don't sacrifice me. No, 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 no. Cryptic B, what's going down? Halo Styles, what's going on? Connie, what's up, Connie? Glad to be here. I'm late, sorry, but I'm glad to be. We glad you here, Connie. We always glad you here. You're an OG now. You're an OG now, Connie. You're an OG now. No more daddy's little girl. Yep. Well, see, that's the thing, Dean. See, it's like I am an if you know rapper. So the people that rock with me, y'all view my songs as hits. Like y'all are these are hits. But people don't the world don't know me like that. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to be on a verses. I'm doing a verses against LL Cool J or somebody. Like I'm gonna get blown out the water. It's like I don't have a chance, That playing field ain't level. But I appreciate the love. Galactic Mike, I see you. Yeah, I can name a bunch of artists, man, that can stand on that stage. No disrespect to Jay-Z, but there's a bunch of artists that can stand on that stage, and go hit for hit. And say you got Ice Cube, you got LL, you got Scarface, like you said, Buster. It's a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists. DB says, have you ever imagined yourself on a platform like URL battling with those guys for fun? Um, not at this age and stage. That's something that I did. I grew up as a battle rapper, but I'm just not in that mentality no more. You got to really be um, you got to be a wolf, a rabid dog in mentality. I'm saying this in a complimentary way. You got to really, really be about that life to do that. I have the skill set, but I don't have the passion to want to do that. And I've said before, uh, I'm like Layla Ali. If they come with the right amount of money now, but I remember a time where I used to just salivate. I lived for trying to battle somebody. That's all I ever wanted to do. I probably came a little bit too soon, but now that's just not in my heart. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. Hey, y'all click that like button, man. Anybody who's in here right now that haven't clicked the thumbs up, do that for your big brother. Click that thumbs up right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. I want it right now. Right now. Yeah. Joshua says, all I need is a studio booth and some money. I know that's right. I want it right now. Right now. Appreciate y'all, man. It's open topic. Boss lady, what's going on? When did you reschedule the 50 rappers, 50 meals, sis? What's the reschedule date? Because I know y'all got rained out. Yep. Vincent, I see your piece to you. Yep. Who won the battle between Mook and Hitman Holla? I saw the thing, but I didn't watch it. I didn't have time to watch it. Who won? Tez Dope says, can the machine be beat? Absolutely. The machine is gonna be beat. Yep. We just gotta wake up. Mythical says, what keeps you going after 30 plus years in the game? Some can't last 2 years. What keeps me going is God bless me and continues to bless me. And I'm thankful to God for blessing me. And I'm thankful to God for blessing me with y'all. I'm thankful to God for blessing me with the ability, you know, to do what I do the way I do it. That I'm thankful to God that y'all like it. So that's what keeps me going, man. I love rap. I love hip hop. And I'm motivated and fueled by love. Love is the gasoline. Love is the oil in the car. When you get more love, it drives you further. So when I get love, it makes me want to give love back. My love comes in the form of doing the best I can to create stuff that y'all gonna like, so that's what keeps me going. I thank God 6 billion trillion times. Jones Beat, what's going on? Have you ever messed with the AI music stuff? Nah, I've never done it. I've never done. That's not my way. Especially the writing side. I can't speak for the production. If a producer does an AI beat, hey, I'll rap on the beat. The beat is a beat. It ain't my place to really question where the beat came from. But as far as me using AI to help me write, or no, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Xavier Hip Hop Conspiracy Sports. I know you did not just wish me a happy Halloween. Come on, Xavier. You trolling me? You did not just wish me a happy Halloween. I don't rock with no Halloween, man. What's up, Xavier? Righteous by Nature is in the building. Yeah. Hmm. Righteous by Nature is in the building, man. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Okay, I see it. Brother Chris, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, hits are relative. That's what people got to understand. A hit is relative to. There are big records that have sold millions or millions of records, and there's people out there that can't stand the record. It's relative. That's what makes music so great. It's like we don't all like the same stuff. So if you got 100,000 artists, rappers out there, it's gonna be some of these guys that have their own fan base that the mainstream masses don't even know of. It's like we don't even know this guy, but he has a core audience that rocks with him, and it's gonna be big names that got out on the commercial level, and you hear them all the time on the radio. You see them everywhere, and it's grassroots people that's like, I don't listen to that stuff, man. But the beauty of it is, realistically, it's a place for everybody. Everybody got a place and a space. So I don't hate on your space. If you're getting it through the mainstream channels, I can't hate on that. Just don't hate on my little space. I got a little teeny little look. I may not have uh I may not have a big room in the house. My little bag of stuff might just be in a little corner in the house. I gotta sleep in a little corner with my little bag with my clothes in it. You might have a big suite or big master bedroom in the house. Don't hate on my little corner. Yeah. Marty Moore says, you ever try to get Chameleonaire on the podcast? I would love to get Chameleonaire. I don't have a contact with Chameleonaire. I don't even know if Chameleonaire even live in Houston. Do he live in Houston? But and I don't see him do. I see him do a lot of. I see him do some national podcast platform stuff before. I'd love to have him on if he would be willing to come on. So yeah, shout out to Chameleonaire. You never know. Is that T. Eli? Texas rappers totally would. Just gotta put it down smooth. Yeah, we do our best. Yeah. Alyssa says, if the industry got an AI artist to dish you in the future, would you respond? Probably not. There's some real life artists that I probably wouldn't respond to if they did. I save my bars for real wars. Jones B says, I've entered my lyrics into the AI thing and it makes the beat in like 2 minutes and performs the lyrics for me. You can kind of customize the style of the vocals and they sounded exactly. Yeah, I'm familiar, but that's just not my way. That's just not my way, man. I'm an artist, man. I'm an artist through and through. And like I said, I don't knock nobody if that's their method. I just saw somebody got a AI artist got a $3 million record deal recently. If that's your method, that's fine. But I'm an artist, man. I go through the processes of creating a song, taking a song from um, the mental stage, the stage of conception to formulation in the mind to writing it down on actual paper to going over it to taking it to a studio, recording it. You know, that's a process. That's a artistic um, methodology. I'ma always be rooted in that, man. I can't shortcut like that. And like I say, I ain't knocking you. That's what you do it, man. Do it to the max. But I feel like I'm cheating when I do that. I would feel like I'm cheating. I would feel like the dude who ran the marathon. Y'all remember years ago that dude was running the marathon, and then they caught him. A camera caught him, jumped in the cab, and rode a few miles up in the cab, and then got back out and act like he would have been running the whole time. I would feel like the dude that jumped in that cab. I'm from the old school, so my mindset as a writer, as a rapper, it's a degree of pride that goes along with calling yourself a rapper or an MC, and that pride comes from writing your own stuff, creating your own stuff. And I know in the AI program, like I said, it's your lyrics and you just put it in and it spits it out. But even that half of it, I'm saying my own stuff. I'm writing my own stuff. I'm saying it. I'm saying it, laying it. It's me. But you know, to each his own, man. Tomorrow at 12. 12 to what? Whew, it'd be hard for me to wake up that early. And I know what y'all thinking. 12 noon is early? Yeah, for me. How long? 12 to how long? How long y'all gonna be out there? I can probably make it before it's over with. DB says, what do you believe is your biggest song? If we go by just the numbers, it'll probably be Grand Deception. If you just go by views on YouTube or something, that would be my guess. I don't have a song that has as many views as Grand Deception over the years, even though I think they kind of shut down the views on that because it'd been sitting at like 1.7, something like that for like years and years and years. But yeah, Grand Deception. I don't know. That would be my guess. I don't know. That's the song that a lot of people became familiar with me through, and a lot of people know me by that song. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. If you're in here right now, click the like button. If you just got in here, subscribe to the channel. We just crossed 70,000 subscribers. Not that that means nothing, because if I got 70,000 people who subscribe to this channel and it's only less than 60 people in this chat right now, then I don't know where the other 69,944 people are. So not that it means nothing, it's just a number, but I did notice that I crossed the 70,000 mark, but I don't know where none of them people at. Where none of them at. If all 70,000 y'all purchase my new album, think how much good can be done. Yeah, yeah. And what's the address again? Boss lady, you put everything down this post, but where it's gonna be. 50 rappers, 50 bills, November 1st, 2025, 50 artists, one mission. You put down everything except the location. Uh, Jones said, my problem with it is that I can make it sound exactly like K-Rino, which is weird. I thought maybe you'd want. Oh no, I'm familiar with it. Trust me, I know it. I've heard a couple of AIs that's close to me. I heard one that sounds pretty close to me, but yeah, that is weird because, like I said, I feel like a lot of this AI stuff is just they test. It's a testing ground. They just seeing what they can do before they really lay the hammer down. They start putting albums out sounding like people. And the fans, man, the fans just abide anyway. If it's jamming, they gonna buy it. The artist could be screaming to the high heavens, "Hey, man, that's not me, man. Y'all supporting an imaginary entity, man. Y'all buying more of the AI me than the real me." That would bother me as an artist. AI K-Rino has just gone platinum. I'll never forgive y'all. AI K-Rino has sold 2 million copies. I'll be hot as fish grease. Yeah. Lee Bumpton says, what's that? Oh no, I can't even read what you're saying. I can't read. I don't understand what you wrote, brother. Yeah. DB says any legendary ciphers from early days with your SPC brothers. Y'all are Southern hip hop, and I'll put y'all against the world. Oh man, if camera phones and social media and all that was around back in the 90s, bro, it'll be some class. Man, that's all we used to do was get in circles and spit. So you would have me, Gangsta Nip, AC Chill, Klondike Cat, you know what I'm saying, DBX. It's like, this is what it would be back in the days, man. That's why all those click songs were so hard, because everybody was under pressure. Nobody didn't want their verse to be the weakest verse. Everybody wanted to be the strongest verse. So yeah, we have some legendary ciphers, man. Legendary stuff. But I can't. It would have been legendary. No, only people saw it were the people who was there, but it didn't get documented. Grand Deception is up to 1.9 now. Okay, I haven't looked at it in a long time. This is before I had my channel, because it's not even on my channel. Yeah. Dro Alvarez says, hit that like button. Appreciate that, Dro. Thank you, man. Don't be a stranger. Yeah. Hey, man, look. Cause I told y'all be running me hot, bro. Hey, man, go to the Underground Dialogue podcast and watch the latest episode, man. Like, my gosh, man. I understand the algorithm and all that, but, bro, we had a brother on the show Wednesday named JB Thibodeau. He's a home builder straight out of H-Town, straight out the hood, man. He built this empire up from the mud, man. And he's giving so much game and information. Y'all ain't gonna watch the show unless it's a rap on there that y'all know or a celebrity on there that y'all know. Support the podcast, man. Yeah. We need 17 more likes. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Al the Pal, I see you. Black Currency, I see you. Black Currency said, what's the name of your new album? That is Black Currency. And everybody that's in here that wants to be on the mailing list for the new album, the contact list, let y'all know when it's available. Send me an email. If you're just getting in here, because I see some of y'all are just getting in here, the Annihilation of the Evil Machine comic book is available for pre-order. This is the box that it comes in. You can order the whole box that comes with the comic book and all the other accessories in it. You can order the whole box. Look how dope that is, man. Look at that. That's me right there. Y'all familiar with the song? That's the Mystic. And that's my assistant. Y'all got to check it out. Go to martialartsproductions.space and pre-order the box. Look, Annihilation of the Evil Machine. You can get the whole box, or you can just get the comic book by itself. I know money is tight. You might not be able to get the whole thing, but you can absolutely get the comic book by itself. And I'm personally signing all the orders. Yeah. That's the website. All right. Try to catch up, man. Hamilton Street. You got a fit. You got an address. Yeah. Okay. Dollar Bill is in the building. Mythical says your verse on FU on Gangsta Nip's second album, my favorite verse from you on the SPC song. Oh man. Yeah, I probably won't. I gotta get real mad to go back in that mode. I appreciate the love. MC Josiah, what's up, man? I know you hit an open mic somewhere tonight. I appreciate the donation, brother. Said, sorry I'm late, getting ready for a trip to see my brother tomorrow who's in college. Yeah, shout out to your brother, man. It's all good, man. Thank you for coming through. Al the Pal says, lots of people don't give enough credit to the producers. Most producers make the rapper. Lots. The rappers are trash. Lots of the rappers are trash without their producer. That's true. Hate to say it, but that's true. You know, sometimes production covers up a multitude of boo-boo raps. And we live in a society where most fans, well, I won't say most, it could be most, but I would say a lot of fans, they don't even care about the lyrics so much. They care more about the beat. Because people say all the time, the beat got to be jamming. If the beat ain't jamming, I don't even want to hear what the rapper got to say. So, yeah. Yeah, man. PTP CEO says, what is your opinion on all these data centers being built up? I'm not familiar with that. I gotta see what's going on. Enlighten me. What are they doing? Give me some game. Yeah. Yeah, I think I listened to that, Jones. You was from Memphis? Are you from Memphis? Or was that somebody else? We need 14 more likes. Can we do it? Man, I'm caught up. Josiah said, I actually did two 10-minute sets almost back to back yesterday night at a church I go to. It was a lot of fun. Man, I'm gonna tell you, man, I love your enthusiasm for performing. Don't never, ever, ever lose that. See, when you first coming into this game, it's like you just want to rap. You just want to get the mic and rap. You just want to show people what you got. A lot of times you ain't thinking about the money. I just want to get up here and show people what I got. And that's the most authentic, pure form feeling, you know. But once you cross that threshold into industry, in that industry side, even if it's independent, it ain't always about being on a major label. You cross that threshold into actual music business. If you're not careful, it can distort the love. You got to be real locked in on the art form and why you chose to do this. And you know who's the greatest reminder of that? It's the people. You could be having just a rough go at it, man, and you get on stage and rock a show, and then the people showing you love. It brings you back down to understanding, your roots and why you started doing it. Hey, man, do we got 17, 16, 14 more people in here that can give us a like? We want to get to 100 before we go. I ain't gonna be on here no 2 hours and something tonight. Yeah. So just hit the like button if you haven't already, man. Money and the machine, the promo marketing machine. If you got that behind you, you can turn anything. You can make anything become big when you're able to pour dollars into it. And that's not to say that things that get promoted heavily is all trash. No, it's a lot of stuff that's really good. They get the machine behind it and it just brings more exposure to it. But a lot of times that hype can be generated just by the power that's behind it. And in a lot of cases, um, it's not as good. It's not as great as it's made out to be. It's a hype machine. But if you can do it, do it. Yeah, we need 10 more likes. Can we do it? Can we do that? Can we get 10 more thumbs up, y'all? Yeah. The original boss lady says, I need to hear the lyrics in order for me to connect with an artist. Yeah, I'm the same way. Now I like a dope beat just like everybody else. Don't get me wrong. When the two come together, when you get the marriage of a hard beat and some dope lyrics, that's the makings of a classic, all-time great song, in my opinion. But I can I can tolerate a song that's dominated by great lyrics. If I had to choose, I would choose great lyrics over great beats. Yeah. DB says, listening to your early song, Rocking It, I'm not surprised how it turned out as far as your greatness. Well, I appreciate it. I had great teachers, man. That's back when I was in my Run DMC stage. Because that's who was the greatest group in the world at the time. That's who we was listening to. Um, they taught me, not personally, but indirectly, how to put bars together, how to be clever with your wordplay and things like that. So, yeah. ET says that's the new school of not paying attention. I think they say, well, the lyrics are the most important thing that brings the beat alive. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how we feel, but it's other people that look the other way around. Other people like, man, I can't even listen to it if that's the beat jam. The beat got to come on and make me want to listen to the words. Some people just care about the beat and the hook. They don't care about the lyrics. It's all about what you're into. We need 7 more likes, man. Can we get it? Can we get 7 more people to click the like button? Joshua says, I demand what I need. Mythical says, any chance that you can officially release your albums on vinyl? I'm a vinyl collector and it's missing K-Rino. I got some vinyl floating out there. We did the 7-hour block on vinyl. That was the most recent one, but we did a limited edition. We got some vinyl floating out there, man. Shout out to my homie Tragic. We got a whole nother album coming called Path of Destruction. Yeah, we dropped this on vinyl, man. I've dropped a few vinyls in my day. Vinyl just you can go you can print up vinyl, man. It'll take 5 months for it to come back. It's crazy. They need a quicker turnaround on vinyl. I don't know why it take vinyl so long to press up. LP, I appreciate that, man. Man. RJ Funches, salams, peace and love, peace, peace, peace and blessings. Appreciate that. Man. We need 6 more likes. Can we do it? Yeah, when you get when dope beats and dope rhymes get married, now you got that's the real power couple. The real power couple is dope beats and dope lyrics. Yeah. The murder fiend is on the scene. The murder fiend says bumping SPC's packing heat. Woo! He just in the box color. Whoa! Pretty raw album now, man. Box cutter. Interesting story about how that song came about. I might tell it one day. Say AC Chill's verse was insane. Absolutely, man. My brother AC Chill. AC Chill, the lyricist, ice cold, but kicking rhymes hot enough to melt the whole North Pole. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Appreciate y'all. We need 1 more like. We at 99. Ooh, we at a 99. Who's gonna be the 100 person? Who's gonna be number 100? Yeah. My mic strap. These heads in the car was lap. The first of every month, I take 1,000-hour power nap. Who said that? There we go. We done crossed that 100, y'all. We done crossed that 100. Yeah, man. Dollar Bill said, yo, we have, what is that? Clamor? That's something new? See, I don't know about, what's Clamor? What's that, like a Cash App or something? Okay. If you want to pay your comic book box or accessories in installments. Yeah, see, I ain't even up on that. Y'all holler at Dollar Bill. Yeah. Trap Mob God says, I'm late to the party. What I miss? Oh, man, you missed it, man. You missed it, man. Stevie Wonder came in the chat and hung out with us for a little while. You missed it. Nah, I'm just playing. We here with you, man. We in the building. That's an open topic. Trap Mob God's in the building. Righteous by Nature says the God within. Say, do I have something with Happy Perez? I know I haven't directly worked with Happy Perez before, but I might have rapped on something he produced and just don't remember. I could be wrong, but I know I've never personally worked with him. Before I go, y'all, again, I want to remind y'all of what I'm saying. With a lot of people, I don't know if they've cleared that up or got that straight, but a lot of people were in a position where they were in danger of not getting their food stamp benefits starting now, starting November. I don't know if they fixed that or I think I read something where some help was coming. But what I want to do, regardless, anybody who is willing to donate to this initiative that I'm putting together to be able to help people get groceries this month, send me an email and I'll tell you what I'm trying to put together and how we can go about doing it. So y'all send me an email if you're interested in that. I know I got a bunch of stuff going on. I'm like, send me an email if you want to be on a contact list. Send me an email if you want to donate to this initiative. Website for the comic book, everything on there. Yeah, we are intelligent people. We can process it all, but this is a charitable a charitable initiative. And if you want to be a part of it, let me know. There ain't no scams, ain't no none of that. You know, I don't ask y'all for nothing but support. I ain't never asking y'all. I never ask y'all to put no money in my pocket. Like, hey man, send me some money. Except that one time, what was I selling that one time? I saw the preacher with the prayer magic handkerchief and the magic water. I was selling the magic prayer pen. I forgot what. All in jokes. Yeah. The ox gutter. The box cutter. Yeah. Is that Josh Hill? Am I saying that right? Oh, that Joshi. That Joshi? What's going on, my brother? Al Pal says, who are you? Favorite song? Really? Man. Appreciate that, Al. Al the Pal. Man. Etheric earrings. All love and respect. You taught us more than our fathers. God bless you, brother. God is great. I just passed on what I was taught. None of it come from me. God is the source. Heisenberg, what's going on? Would there be any more songs for the Sorcerer Saga? Can't say yeah, can't say no. But if I had to lean towards one direction, I would probably lean in the direction of no. But you never can tell, but it's probably 95% no with a 5% on the yes side. Yeah. What is one bar that really messed up your head the first time you heard it? I got a few. Man, I got a few, man. I'll give you like three of them because I know them all. I know some of this stuff better than my own. If you old enough, you remember when Rakim said, I take 7 MCs, put them in a line, then add 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. Well, it'll take 7 more before I go for mine. That is 21 MCs ate up at the same time. I said, whoa! Imagine hearing that in like 1986. Like, yeah, that was one of the lines that stood out. Um, um, I put this one in my book, Behind These Bars, where DMC said, he said, roll to the rock, rock to the roll. DMC stands for devastating mic control. You can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. And I even made the devil sell me his soul. When I heard that, I was gone. I was out of there. I got a few, man. I got a few like signature moments in rap history where I heard some bars that just messed my head up, just blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got a bunch of them. We'll be out. You ask me a question, we'll be here all night, which we're not gonna be. Dark Miss is in the building. Boom boom, boom boom, boom boom, boom boom. Uh, that's old school stuff. A lot of the stuff that blew my mind, I heard in the 80s. Straight up. Stuff that to me would still be hard today. Yeah. Terrence Miller, what's going on? Terrence says, as a Texas native, I think it would be cool if that was an SPC versus street military versus battle. Man, that would be hard. But those are brothers. I mean, not that it matter, that's but street military is like our cousins in the SPC. But yeah, that'd be hard. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, ESG did a remake of them bars. Did you know where those originally came from when you first heard it, Alyssa? Did you know that was Rakim? Mythical says, all right, one last question and I gotta go. I'm right behind you. How do you come up with flows to your song? Do you become one with the beat and it comes now? Yeah, yeah, just to give the answer to that. I'm sure other rappers do this too. If you receive the beat first, meaning that you hear a beat, you haven't even wrote nothing to it. You play with the cadence in your mind. You play with the pattern in your mind. So if the beat is playing, you might be going. You ain't saying no word, but you already know how you gonna flow on it. Then you just slowly fill in the words, but you get that cadence. I kind of like that when I'm doing right now. I might have to use that for real. Look at that, Mythical. If I don't forget it, I'll probably forget it once I get off here. Al Powell says that "Who Are You" song, I don't think no other lyrical rapper can even outdo that. So really, I think I got stuff way better than that, but I'm glad you like it, my brother. Heisenberg says if you could pick a decade to go back to, which one? The 90s. I go back to the 90s and fix a whole bunch of stuff. It would be the 90s easily. I would start at 1990 and then just go from there. Yeah, man. Dean said, extreme genius means supreme linguist. Steam from the unseen beam left team spleenless. Thought schemes redeem souls and bring cleanness. The king sleeps 16 bleams could not dream this. Come on, man. But you know who I channeled on that verse right there, that style? I channeled Run. I channeled Run from Run DMC on that style. Yep. Run used to have some dope styles, man. And Run got one of the greatest voices ever in rap. Greatest voices ever in rap. Yep. Etheric says, what's your favorite track you made? For me, it made me feel no evil. It's hard to pick one, man. Impossible. Impossible. I can't pick one. I honestly can't. You got different categories. You got lyrical. You got storytelling. It's just different categories. It's hard. It's hard to pick one, man. To be honest with you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dean. Heisenberg said the final rap battle is gonna be K-Rino versus Chat GPT. Nah, man, let one of them battle rappers handle that. One of the best for influence. Oh man. Story wise, I like Sorcerer's Den, Annihilation. Lyrically, um, Mind Marathon, Duality, Grand Deception. So just stuff along those lines. There's some stuff I'm forgetting though. Yeah. Is that SSA 7692 casting out demons? Man, I appreciate it. That's one of my favorites too. It gets slept on a lot. It's all love, DB. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all remember on the way out, y'all subscribe to the channel. Come holler at your boy every day on the videos we post every day on a daily basis, man. Be sure to check in and tap in with your big brother every day. We always dropping videos, man. I might skip a day every now and then, but for the most part, we're gonna get one up every day. I need y'all's interaction. Comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on at all times. I need y'all to go, all those who know and all those who don't know, go to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Some of y'all don't even know that we got a podcast channel and we got a sports podcast channel called Legends 34. The latest episode of Underground Dialogue dropped Wednesday. Go watch it. Go watch old episodes. Some of your favorite rappers are on there, have been on there. And a lot of people who don't rap, who just giving great game, great business game, great life game. You need all that. Last thing, I gotta concentrate when I'm doing this. The website to order the comic book, I just dropped that down low. www.martialartsproductions.space. Y'all don't want this? Y'all trying to tell me you don't want this? Come on, man. Come on, man. You need this whole set. You gotta have this. We ain't making that many of them. You want to be one of the ones. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this right before I go, real quick. I was watching this YouTube video about the movie Crush Groove. Now you know I'm an old school dude, so Crush Groove is one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of the best rap movies ever made. And they was talking about how when the Crush Groove soundtrack came out, they only printed up 1,000 CDs. I didn't know CDs was out in 1985. I thought they came a few years later, but they only printed up 1,000 CDs of Crush Groove, and then they never reprinted anymore. So now, if you have a copy, a genuine, authentic CD of Crush Groove, that bad boy is valuable. So you just never know, man. You never know. You want to get this, man, and support. And like I say, we independent artists, so all our support comes from y'all anyway. We ain't got the machine. We just the annihilation of the evil machine. So y'all support independent underground artwork, man. All right, man. I will catch y'all later on. It's your big brother K-Rino. Peace and Murray's grease.